Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today's another episode in the October collage series called Faces. For today's background, it's going to be different than I've done. This whole collage is going to be a little different. I'm feeling a little quirky and silly. So we're going to use this underwater scene. Let me get this out of the way. We're going to use this underwater scene. And yeah, I think right about there. Okay, I just went and cut it on my big chomper cutter thing. Okay. This should be a pretty quick video. I already have in mind what I want to do with this, since it's a very different background than I normally utilize. Those papers are bugging me. Yeah, so I am going to be using this girl. I need to just cut that part of her head off. I should tear right where I want it. Okay. Somewhere about like right there. So I don't know why, and I can't even tell you, but I was looking at her and thinking, oh, she has, such a big head. And so I was auditioning her on this before I started. I'm like, well, she has such a big head that how am I going to make any kind of hair or anything? So I'm like, what if I just swapped out the top part of her head for something funny, something silly? So that's what we're doing. And then you'll see I just decided to go all the way with the background and everything. So I will show you what we're going to put in her head. We're going to put these three astronauts. I know I am weird, and I fully own that, but there's something. I just was flipping through some magazines I have and a book, and I'm like, okay, what could be fun coming out of her head? So she is thinking about these three astronauts, and then I thought, well, maybe a background like sky, or like, a nighttime background. I couldn't really find anything that made me happy, so I'm like, well, what if we go totally opposite and get some kind of underwater scene? And that's why I came up with this. So we need these guys to be right around there. Now, can I remember where I'm going to put these guys? Or that's what I always have problems with, remembering where I wanted them. So anyways, I went ahead and cut the three astronauts out and decided that was going to be a fun idea. I think somewhere right in there. Yep. And we're going to get her glued down. Thank you to the people who watched my fish video yesterday. That was so much fun. I got all these ideas in my head now. What else could I make out of paper mache? My husband wants me to make chickens and roosters, but they're a little bit more, I don't know, detailed than a fish. So, yeah, let's put her up further. Just about right there. My. We have way too much fun. We have way too much fun. Okay. So now I'm debating on changing out one eye or both eyes. I have these nice eyes, but I mean, they're similar to her color, but you know, looking at it, you know it's not hers. So it's just going to be kind of fun. How about that? We have that one, and then we have the matching one, but I really don't want to do them both. I kind of like doing opposites. Yeah. I think we could leave her with that, or if I had another large eye, I could use that. I do have another nose. Not really sure if I'm going to use that or not. But we have to make it funny, or it isn't, you know, why are we doing it, right? I mean, or why are we doing it? Okay, I think we're going to go with this eye for that side. There we go. I love it. And then stole an eye. I stole an eye from Julia Roberts. I didn't know she had brown eyes. Guess I didn't really pay attention. I've been a fan of hers for a long time, but I don't know if I want to cut that. I'm going to cut that a little bit straighter. Like I said, this isn't going to be a long video. Sometimes you just got to get the job done. Yeah, let's angle this eye too. Love it. Okay. Might go down a little more narrow with that nose. Just something like that, I guess. She has a nice nose, but we can't let her keep her nice nose when her eyes are different. After all, she's got astronauts coming out of her head, so why does she need a nice looking nose? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Here is a new mouth. Yeah. Why do I get such a kick out of doing these? Oh my goodness. It's just weird. It's just weird and I'm weird. Okay. That's nice. That's nice. All right, I did cut this word, well, these words out of that astronaut book. It says space flight. Thought it would be fun to put that on her page here. Space flight. I don't know if I want it on her head like that though. Maybe. Okay. There we go. And that's really all I had for this one, because I just feel like it doesn't need anything else, you know? The background speaks for itself. There's astronauts coming out of her head. Like, what else could you really say about this? So that's it. That's all there is today, folks. Thanks for hanging out again, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.